Yo, niaje wase? Long time no see. It's been a while since I last posted. Go busy, man. Being busy here and there na kukosa content. Sina content. I'm not like you guys, man. I'm not like you guys. I'm not consistent. I'm not sina content. Niko tu hivi hivi tu maziwa lala, man. Yeah, but it's nice to be here again. Nothing really much, just nilikuwa nimeenda kutafuta fish lakini nimekosa. I felt like eating fish, so I couldn't find fish. So I just bought some pork ribs. Just gonna eat some pork then. Yeah, but it's been a while. I hope you guys are doing okay. I am doing okay. I've been busy with work kama kawa. Unajua mimi ni Mluya, lazima utafute unga. You know. Yeah, but it's good to be alive. Hope you guys are alive and keeping alive. So leo sina mob ya kuambia, but look, I will just take you guys for a quick drive. Nimetoka hapo shop, so narudi home, so I'll just, drive, just chat, and then I want you guys to see how Australians drive, how people drive in Australia, and the types of cars and all that stuff. Today is a Sunday though, so there's not so many people on the road. So ni watu kadhaa tu kama sisi wenye tunapenda kutangatanga tu kila saa, But there's not so many people on the road today. Yeah, kunao. Yeah, kunao kadhaa anyway. So I think guys are just people are going back to their houses or something. Yeah, so nilikuwa nimeenda kutafuta fish, man, but I couldn't the fish, the one I'm looking for is not there, tilapia, so they don't have tilapia. So siko na any alternative other than just to get some pork ribs. Yeah. So unaona traffic lights here, man. People here, we tend to, you have to stick by the rules. You can never run a red light. So see, kama uko home Kenya, I see, we have traffic lights and all that stuff, but in Nairobi you can easily be run over, man. Ingaja hata mimi pia nilikuwa too useless. Pia nilikuwa tuna run hizo traffic lights huko Kenya, but when you come here it's totally different, so you have to really observe and be careful. You have to observe the traffic rules, which, if you commit a traffic offense, the fines are really hefty. Nalipa pesa mob, man. I've already paid, because when I just came to Australia, I was involved in an accident. I ran a red light. Gari ilikuwa imetoka kukaniwai, so ikakuwa ni makosa ni yangu. So I ended up paying around I paid $750 for insurance, ile excess, and then polisi wakanitumia fine ya $470 for running a red light, and then huyo jamaa akaenda for check up kwa hospitali, and then they sent me another $630 for, because the guy went to the hospital. So that's a excess for the hospital, whatever insurance and all that stuff. So I ended up, and I just come, man. I was still a student on a student visa. Nilisumbukana kulipa hiyo pesa. I used to pay I told them to give me a plan, so I used to pay $50 a fortnight. Na ya police, I used to pay $15 a fortnight. Man, those bills were so many to me, and that was a lot of money back in the day, considering that I had some school fees to pay, and I wasn't really doing well. So yeah, I paid off all those monies anyway, and right now I'm always very observant. You have to keep to maintain the speed limit, you have to observe the speed limit. So utaona kuna kibao hapo zinakwambia 60. So where I'm driving now, this is a 60 kilometers per hour zone. So you have to keep up with the 60 kilometers per hour. If you go beyond, you know, it's gonna be another case. If the police see you, or rather, yeah, sometimes the police might be following you, you know. Now between you unalipa ka fine. Then yeah, but this is how we drive in Australia. Just the same cars like what we have in Kenya or Africa, you know, just or maybe just more the same cars too. Toyota, Mazda, Honda, Hyundai, Nissan, just the same cars. Holden, yeah, Holden used to be an Australian car. So what I'm driving is a Holden, a Captiva, but we call it Craptiva because it's a crappy car, gari ya maskini too. And then yeah, so there's a Subaru, ama ukipenda Subaru, unajua. So yeah, unaona kama hapa ni now we have to slow down to 40 because there's a bit of construction going on around here, so you have to slow down to 40 when, you know. Yeah, so this is how we drive in Australia. There's some people who don't observe, like this person who just overtook me here. I'm sure they were not doing 40 because that's a 40 zone anyway. But sometimes, yeah, also in Australia there are people who walijifunzia tu kudrive mwitu tu kama mimi vile tu nilijifunzia mwitu. I never went to a proper driving school back in Kenya, so I just started driving. I remember this is how I started driving. We used to have one of my aunties used to have that's a small car, a Datsun. So he had this driver who was a very cool guy, man, a cool driver. So my mom would give him like $100. 100 shillings. Anaeka mafuta. I'm used to dollars, man. So 100 Kenya shillings anaeka kama mafuta hivi, tunaselea yuko busy ananipeleka hivyo. And that's how I learned, man, because my dad I think he really loved his cars and he would never let us, you know, learn using his cars. He wanted us to do it the proper way, go to a driving school or something. So yeah, so nilijifunza, man, kuendesha gari. Nikakuwa naendesha bila license pale Nairobi. Unajua, sinjo tulikuwa wale watu tunaendesha tu bila license. So we're going back to 60. Yeah, so yes. And then I came to Australia. When I was coming to Australia, I had to get a license. And then I got a license because in Australia you can be allowed to drive with a foreign license if you are on a student visa. But then with time, you've got to change. You have to change to, depending on the state you are in, you have to change to an Australian license. And sometimes even some jobs require you to, like if you're working in disability, there's no way they will give you a job if you don't have an Australian driving license. So Australian driving license is really important for some jobs. And at the end of the day, I had to get a license because, you know, if you want to move into other jobs, then that's one of the key requirements. Not easy to get. You gotta do some tests here and there. If you fail, you have to do again. Yeah, but we got it finally, and we're here. Yeah, so this is how mafuta, unaona mafuta bana bado iko juu. Sijui kama mnaona pale $1.68 imeanza kushuka. Ilikuwa imeenda juu bana. Ilikuwa mafuta inatusumbua hapa bana. Mafuta ilikuwa imeenda $1.77. Man, that's really really high. Wacha tu. Uzuri ilinipata kama nimeweka full tank. Lakini sasa hii naona imefika, nimeshatumia quarter. So hopefully by the time na refuel again itakuwa nini. So juzi nilikuwa naongea na mbuyu wangu, story ya mafuta bana. Mbuya ananiambia anaekanga tu mafuta ya 5, lakini anatembea na kibuyu kwa gari kajerikan kidogo, so kukidhoka, kukiharibika, anakimbia hapo kwa mahali amekwama. Ndio hivyo, ama akikwama anachukua kibuyu, kama ako karibu atatembea, atapanda pikipiki aende aongezee mafuta ya 500 imfikishe nyumbani. Yani yeye life yake ni bora ako na mafuta ya kumtoa Majengo kumfikisha Kidinya village. That's where it's just like not really far. So I come from Viga County, so where I come from, our shopping center hapo inaitwa Majengo, and I live in Kidinya village. So Kidinya village is just like a few how many, like we used to walk, it would take us like 15 minutes to 20 minutes from Kidinya to Majengo. So my dad drives every day, you know. Sometimes he has to drop he lives with his grandkids, so sometimes he has to drop them to school. So I make sure to akona mafuta yenye itamsaidia asubuhi kudrop hao watoto shule, my nieces and nephews, and then imfikishe Majengo, apige biashara yake, alafu akuwe na mafuta ya kurudi home. So anatemanga na kibuyu in case mafuta imuishie. Alisema nakanga tu 500. So juzi nikamwambia daddy, si wacha tujaze tank siku moja, tuone itakufisha siku ngapi, nikutumie pesa ya kujaza tank tuone how long it's going to last you. Akasema haya. Akamwambia akasema hata nikimtumia 5000 hawezi jaza tank, ataweka tu maybe 2000 hivi tu, lakini hawezi jaza tank. Akasema unajua hao watu wa hiyo petrol station hapo, your service station, they just know him for putting 400 500. So akiweka mafuta ya 5000 ama ajaze tank, hao watu watafikiria amerob bank, wataanza kumuuliza msera, what's happening today, where did you get all this money to jaza your tank, man? So akasema hawezi jaza tank, yeye tu ni hivyo, ndio, that's his lifestyle, that's how he's been. Even I remember back in the day before I came to Australia, there's moments where mafuta ingemwishia kwa njia, and then he would just call me and tell me, Melvin, nachukua kibuyu enda kama mafuta, nimeacha gari kwa mtoni huko. Unajua ukikuja ukienda Majengo, there's a, you know, for us the main road kuna kamtoni, so most of the times ilikuwa inamwishia kwa hiyo mtoni. Anambia chukua jerrycan, nunua mafuta ya 200 hapo niletee gari. So mimi naenda nachukua naenda naweka mafuta naleta gari, na hiyo gari saa nyingine haikuanga na brake bana. Alikuwa akona hii Peugeot ama Peugeot 404 ama Peugeot, wengine wanasemanga Peugeot, wengine wanasema Peugeot, sisi tulikuwa tunasemanga Peugeot 404. So time nyingine alikuwa ananiambia niende kumchukulia, na hiyo gari haina brake bana. So anaanza kuinstruct, na unajua ni manual, so it's a manual, and ni ile gear manual hapa steer wheel, so he tells you have to be, alafu unajua handbrake pia iko hapa chini, so he's just tell you una camera. Unajua pia njia za huku kuna camera light, so traffic, in case you run over a red light, there's a camera that will just chukua you, and then you get a bill. They send you your fine to your address, because you know the cars are registered, so it's easily, you can just easily trace you. And then you'll get if you run a red light, you'll just get you know, a bill coming to your address. Yeah, so mzee alikuwa ananiambianga bana, chukua enda hiyo gari ina brake, make sure ujue vile utafinya hivi, unafinya mara kadhaa ndio inaanza kushika. Ukikanyaga brake mara kadhaa ndio inaanza kushika, so ukuwe very careful. Mimi sasa ndio nachukua hiyo gari namletea. So yeah, so that's how that was some of my driving experiences when I was in Kenya, or rather when I just learned how to drive. So yeah, but it used to be fun anyway, you know. These are some of the experiences that builds you. You know, we became who we are today because we went through these experiences when we were younger, and you know, they were really, really great experiences. Sisi tukua kama watoto wa siku hizi wanajifungia tu kwa nyumba, and they're just there watching stuff and all that stuff. You see, like here, there's a bigger. Now I'm just going to join. This is called Main North Road. This is a highway. So here we do 80 here on this highway. It's 80 kilometers per hour. So there's many traffic lights. Like just ahead of me, that you can see there's a traffic. There's a camera there. There's so many cameras at every traffic light. So yeah, so I'm just gonna join. When you're joining, you really have to be careful because yeah, there's no car now. I can shoot. Yeah, so my car consumes a lot of fuel. This is a V6. It is a V6, mates. Consumes a lot of fuel, mates. So I always like to be on the middle lane. There's 3 lanes, but I prefer being on the middle one. You know, it's more safer for me, I guess. Like, yeah, so this is one of the traffic lights. There's a couple of traffic lights here, man. On this main North Road, this is like a highway, so we do 80. So yeah, lots of traffic lights here. Yes, yeah. So guys, I just wanted to take you around. You get to see how we drive in Australia. You know, it's not really different from what we do in Kenya anyway, but it's only that in Kenya, sometimes you're organized, sometimes you're not organized, like they are here in Australia. And yeah, that's why we tend to find that in Kenya there's a lot of, you know, you will hear stories of how kuna jams sijui imetoka wapi mpaka wapi, unajua, because people are not organized. But here people are organized. They tend to follow, you know, the traffic rules. You know, you don't just drive, you know, you have to follow the traffic rules. You have to make sure that you're doing the proper, you know, you're sticking to the proper traffic rules. Ukidrive hapa kama hapa ni 80, lazima ukue 80, man. Wezi anza kukua na kiherehere sijui mahali ya 80 unaendesha. Kuna watu wanafanyanga, and mostly Australians, man. Australians wana cruising hapa, unapata mtu amechapa mahali ya 80, amechapa kama 120. Sasa wanakuanga very crazy sometimes. Yeah. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah, so yeah, kuna hizo magari nilikuwa naambia, Australia is just like Kenya, man. There's just the same cars. There's nothing different here. The only different thing ni maybe hapa kuna Tesla, lakini niliona Kenya pia kuna jamaa kuna Tesla anyway. So yeah, and then kuna Ford, Mitsubishi, kuna Mercedes, kuna BMW, kuna Audi, Suzuki, and just all the cars that you would dream of having in Kenya, they're all here. So yeah, you know, nothing really different. Yeah, so I just wanted to take you guys through, you know, you guys for a drive. You get to see what's up, what's happening in this hood up here. So up and we're forming 2 lanes now. You have to indicate a bit because you're forming 2 lanes. This was a 3 lanes, now comes to 2 lane. Just like in Kenya, you know, there's a now on your way to the airport, was it 2 lanes or 3 now? I don't know, I can't remember. Yeah, but by the time I left Kenya, there was oh man, the roads were really doing okay. One of up on 169, $1.60. Yani mafuta imeleta later. Pale liquor store, Don Murphy's, that's where we buy our liquor from. If you wanna drink some liquor, you know, Hungry Jacks. If you wanna buy some meals, KFC is just right there. So this area is called Manopara, but spelled Munnopara. So you might, kama mimi vile nikuja hapa mara kwanza nilikuwa nasema Munopara, but that's not the way they pronounce it, so they say Manopara. So it's a shopping center. There was one down there called Elizabeth. So that's the biggest in the northern area. This is North Adelaide, or rather northern suburbs of Adelaide. And then, yeah, so I've always lived on the northern side since I came to Australia. And, you know, it just reminds me, because the northern side is a bit chilled out, reminds me of where I grew up. It's a bit ocha hivi. I mean, mtu grow up ocha, so uko western. So yeah, so I've always lived in the northern side. Yeah, I know people love the southern side because yeah, beach, you know, those nice beaches, beach houses. So many Kenyans live down there. But look, all the same, you know, I can always drive down to the beach if I wanted to, just to go and chill, if I wanted to chill. So there's no wahala, it's no biggie. So yeah, that's how we change lanes here, just like Kenya. Small traffic lights more. I don't know whether you guys have realized that we really have so many traffic lights on this main north road. There's so many, because there are also some joining roads, you know, njia mingi za kujoin na nini. Yeah. So yeah, so me and YouTube, I'm a bit lazy. I don't get to, man, I'm not a content creator like you guys, and I just come here to do fun. I wish I was a content creator. I wish I could find more time to, you know, record, you know, come up with content and, you know, record and all that stuff and upload on here. I wish I could, so that I could get so many views and start getting money. But look, maybe one day, mate. Maybe one day. But for now, it's just, you know, they say one step at a time, one leg after the other. One day, maybe, you know, when I feel like it's about time, then I will most definitely try to make this more frequent and, you know, more appetizing, you know, more interesting. You know, I might start doing some vlogs here and there. You never know, maybe I might start doing traveling, you know. I've always wanted to travel, so I might start shooting some videos, you know, sightseeing and showing you guys how Straya is. So this is my hood. This is where I be living at. Yeah, this is my small shopping center here. Yeah, kids are on holiday. They go back to school tomorrow. So tomorrow there's gonna be plenty of traffic around here. There's a school just here. So every morning it's usually a bit of a hassle just driving around, because there's kids going to school. So they've been on holiday for 2 weeks, so they go back tomorrow. So tomorrow itakuwa bumper to bumper. Yeah. So this is my hood. This is where I be staying at. Just around here. This is me hood, mates. Yeah. Yeah, so I will try my best and you know, shoot some videos here and there. I want to make, maybe one day I'll make this huge. My channel is gonna be huge. Maybe one day my channel is gonna be huge. You never know. Maybe there's a breakthrough coming. Yeah. Y'all never know, mates. Y'all never know. So this is my hood, mates. This is where I be putting up. So this is where we at. Alrighty. Yeah, that's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching, and have fun, man. Till next time, no wahala, no worries. Take care, stay sanitized, stay alive.